Good evening, everyone. We are the group 7 that will be discussing the topic tools for collaboration. Together with me is my two members, starting with Engineer Christina A. Pasqua, Engineer Gloren S. Fuentes, and yours truly, Eileen L. Vasquez. For our report outline, Engineer Christina A. Pasqua will be discussing the introduction, as well as she will define what a collaborative work is and the advantages and disadvantages of collaboration. To be followed by Engineer Gloren S. Fuentes, that she will be discussing the collaborative methodologies and techniques, as well as the types of collaboration tools. And lastly, yours truly, Eileen L. Vasquez, will be discussing the enterprise collaboration tools and the sample free tools available in the market. Now, to begin with, may I call in Engineer Christina A. Pasqua.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, I'm Christina A. Pasqua who will be presenting the introduction as well as the advantages and disadvantages of collaborative work. The origins of collaborative work. While collaborative work may be somewhat of a trend, it's definitely not new. Antiquity and the Middle Ages have seen organizations develop based on collaboration and cooperation. Diderot, Frenchman of letters and philosopher, and the scholars of the Enlightenment period also illustrate this idea of collaborative work during the creation of encyclopedia between 1751 and 1772, where writers and scholars combined their knowledge. In the 1960s, Yochai Benkler, a law professor at Yale University, published Quasi-Penguin, an essay in which he evoked a new model for production and enhanced forms of collaboration. Indeed, the computer and the internet have turned working methods on their heads. Collaborative work is becoming increasingly relevant. It's a way of working with many people through information technology. Tasks are carried out with a common goal, and activities are carried out via collaboration rather than by distribution. The 1970s saw the BBS or the Bulletin Board System grow, a system of electronic newsletters where the server is equipped with software to exchange messages and store the exchange files. A well-known BBS in France was Soupel. These systems quickly disappeared in the 90s when the first collaborative tools like Yahoo Groups were brought to life. Collaborative work remained fairly simple, bidirectional, closed, and very restrictive until the 2010. The first truly innovative developments involved shared agendas and remote conferences. Today, software publishers offer collaborative spaces, solutions for content creation, collaborative project management, content sharing and document management, as well as corporate social networks, contact management, and more. This means organizations are increasingly relying on computer tools. And so, what is collaborative work? Collaborative work is about people working together to achieve a common goal. This is facilitated by the development of new technologies. Essentially, workplace collaboration means organized teamwork, setting processes in place to ensure that team members work together to make decisions. The goal of workplace collaboration is to increase success by fostering open communication among all team members across all departments and management levels. Now let's discuss the advantages of collaboration. First, flexibility. Companies and employees are more flexible. The technologies that support collaboration make it possible to easily communicate and exchange information no matter the place or time zone. Next, mobility. International companies with multinational offices implement project teams that do not work in the same place or even at the same time, which means they have unlimited access to the best resources since location is not an issue. In-person meetings are replaced by video conferences. This type of meeting reduces cost by limiting travel costs. Next is skills and motivation. Since location is not an issue, project teams can work with the most competent people of their choosing because technology compensates for the geographical separation. Collaborative work also acts as a stimulus for project teams wherein they share and exchange ideas and creativity is maximized. The shared and different points of view enrich strategies and development. Group dynamics and interactions stimulate the collaborators who then become more productive and efficient. And the exchange of information is a driving force for learning, meaning their professional development speeds up because they share knowledge and learn from one another. Group dynamics lead to improved performance and objectives are achieved more effectively. Next on the list of the advantages is document sharing. Teams save time by sharing documents over a secure platform, and versioning ensures everyone is working on the latest version of a document, so work isn't repeated. And lastly, increased productivity. Collaborators tend to be more efficient when the companies they work for use modern collaboration tools. The team gains autonomy because the employees are equipped to move forward as the project progresses. On the other hand, here's the list of the disadvantages of collaboration. First, security. Collaborative work also has its limitations. Data shared with too many collaborators can prove to be a threat. Sensitive business data must remain under control and cannot be disclosed outside the organization. Customer information, company figures, and tariffs are examples of data that need to be protected. Organizations should also make sure to back up the data regularly. Next on the list is work-life balance. Another potential issue is people overworking and blurring the lines between their personal time and work hours. That ever-elusive work-life balance then becomes increasingly difficult if individuals don't set their boundaries. And lastly, productivity. Finally, the loss of human touch can be detrimental if taken to an extreme. Productivity is lost if everything needs to be entered into a system, as it can often take much more time to write out task description than to simply go over to someone and discuss face to face. So that ends my part of the report. And for the next part of the report, let me turn you over to Engineer Gloren S. Puentes.
Thank you, Engineer Cristina S. Pascua. My report is all about collaborative methodologies and techniques and types of collaboration tools. Let me start it with collaborative methodologies and techniques. Collaborative methods are processes, behaviors, and conversations that relate to the collaboration between individuals. This method specifically aims to increase the success of teams as they engage in collaborative problem solving. The following are examples of collaborative methodologies and techniques, and these are proximity, intimacy, and permissiveness, methods of exchange, collaboration using computer tools, and user collaboration. Harvard researchers have shown that three factors are important for collaborative work: proximity, intimacy, and permissiveness. Proximity refers to a team's ability to connect easily and interface with one another and therefore relay essential project furthering information. Permissiveness or openness centers on how fluidly a team shares ideas, asks questions, and seek new insights and opinion. The word intimacy is derived from the Latin word intimus, which means inner or innermost. In most Romance languages, the word for intimate refers to a person's innermost qualities. Intimacy allows people to bond with each other on many levels. Intimacy is a healthy expression for a workplace that is built on a culture of trust and transparency. So what does emotional intimacy look like in the workplace? It looks like this: real deal connection, a sense of affinity and alliance, intentions are trusted, belonging, contributing, making a difference, being witnessed, fulfilling a meaningful purpose, feeling safe, feeling honored, welcomed, smiles and laughter, thoughtfulness and consideration, commitment to what's best for the whole, and a sense of place, etc. Next is the methods of exchange. There are two methods of exchange, and these are synchronous tools and asynchronous tools. Synchronous tools such as instant messaging or video conferencing enable real-time collaboration. The phone is also widely used and enable employees to quickly access information on a specific topic. Synchronous communication can be in person or virtual, scheduled, or impromptu. Some synchronous communication examples can include phone calls, video conferencing, in-person meetings, water cooler conversation, and instant messaging. While asynchronous tools include shared calendars, online word processing, and to-do lists. While email remains the most commonly used tool, today it's heavily challenged by applications to avoid the ever-growing pile of emails. In a nutshell, asynchronous communication is any communication that does not take place in real time. Emails, forum comments, corporate intranet, and even Asana or Trello boards serve as examples of asynchronous communication we deal with every day. Next is collaboration using computer tools. A collaborative platform allows employees to find information at any time, share documents and comment on, or annotate pulled information. Also, a collaboration tool is a form of application software that allows you to work together and share knowledge online with other users. There are many types of collaboration technology, all with different features to help you. Here are a few examples: document management, document collaboration, shared calendars, task management, surveys, and online forums. Some will purely focus on document sharing with limited functionality, while the best collaboration tools others will have all the features. Which one you choose will depend on your reasons for collaborating. Lastly, the user collaboration. Bringing us back to the roots of collaboration, users can collaborate with one another on tasks without using a system. As long as they are located in the same office and speak the same language, they can get together to work on tasks and complete them with more fun, clarity, and efficiency. There are several methods to encourage collaborative work. Each organization can adapt and select the techniques that it considers more appropriate. On the other hand, these methods are very different depending on the size of the company, the purpose of the work, the means of the organization, and the technical nature and training required. Let us now discuss the types of collaboration tools. In recent years, the number of collaborative tools has increased. What once started as simply shared agendas has now developed into something extraordinary. Communication tools are among some of the more popular types of collaboration tools. These involve shared calendars, live chats, whiteboards for note-taking, video conferences, and IM or instant messaging applications. There are many tools that organizations can acquire to assist with collaboration, and these are the examples. Calendar sharing tools, file sharing tools, instant messaging, document synchronization, cloud storage, video conferencing, and digital whiteboards. The shared calendar facilitates the organization of appointments and meetings without the need to consult all participants. The person organizing the event finds a time interval and can check the availability of the other participants, the meeting room, and then send out an invitation. These tools save a lot of time for facilitating teamwork. The best or the most common calendar apps are Google Calendar for the best free option, Microsoft Outlook Calendar for Microsoft users, Calendar for scheduling external appointments, and Apple Calendars for a free option for Apple users. Next is the file sharing tools. It allows you to transfer files, distribute them, and give access to them. Shared files can be various kinds like software, books, videos, documents, etc. These tools avoid transferring everything via email and saturating inboxes with heavy files. These are examples of file sharing services: Dropbox, Google Drive, iCloud Drive, Mediafire, Microsoft OneDrive, and a lot more. Next is the IM or instant messaging. It allows you to exchange text messages and online files in real time via a computer. The dialogue is interactive and most applications allow the exchange of video, file, voice communication, and video conferences. Some examples of popular IM services today includes WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, WeChat, QQ Messenger, Telegram, Viber, Line, and Snapchat. Next is document synchronization. Document synchronization aims at matching two documents. This means that any modification, addition, or deletion of a document in a directory will also be effective in the second directory. This way, employees have the latest version and the information remains the same everywhere. The two documents remain exactly identical. What is the best way to synchronize files between computers? Examples are Microsoft OneDrive, the best office syncing solution; GoodSync, great for users looking for a big brand name; Simplicity, a good option for those seeking advanced features; and the most common is the Google Drive. Cloud storage is a storage can be done within the organization but also in the cloud. Cloud storage exploits the power of the server's information storage system which lives in the cloud. The data is stored remotely via a telecommunications network. Which cloud storage is best? Google Drive is one of the sleekest, fullest featured, and most generous cloud storage and syncing services with excellent productivity, collaboration capabilities. Because it is generous when it comes to free storage space, excellent productivity with collaboration, includes desktop to desktop file syncing, and many third-party integrations. Video conferencing is a method of communicating with a live visual connection by means of a video with multiple people across multiple locations. In-person meetings can be replaced with video conferences so the team can still get the feeling of seeing each other as they communicate. The best video meeting apps or teams are Zoom. Zoom is one of the most popular video conferencing solutions for businesses. Skype for Business. Microsoft's popular Skype service is augmented as an enterprise-ready video conferencing tool. Slack and Cisco WebEx and more. And lastly, digital whiteboards. An online whiteboard is a literal replacement of the classic whiteboard. Collaborators can take turns communicating visual information via text, drawings, and graphics on this whiteboard, then erase it as you would with an actual dry eraser. It's widely used in education, business, and corporations for efficient presentations. Here are some of the best brand of digital whiteboard. Samsung Flip 2, the best digital whiteboard overall. BenQ, educational touchscreen. Vibe Interactive Smartboard, and iPevo Wireless Interactive Whiteboard System. So that's the end of the part of my report. Now, let me turn you over to Engineer Eileen L. Vasquez for the last part of our report.
Thank you, Engineer Glorin. Once again, good evening, everyone. For the enterprise collaboration, normally we'll be asking what appropriate tools are we going to use. For the small organization, mostly they are using the lighter version of tools, or sometimes they are just into the free application tools. But for the large companies, since they have more employees, basically they are using the complex solutions that will intend to deploy it to all their employees that aims to improve their day-to-day work. The most common or well-known software vendors are the following. The Microsoft and the Google that both offers packages that combine multiple solutions to work together. We have also the ready-to-use tools such are the Asana, Atlassian Confluence, the IBM Workplace, Slack, and the Bax that allow organizations to maximize employees' productivity by offering a complete or customized collaboration platform. The software market continues to expand from collaboration tools to more comprehensive project management software that offers strong collaboration features. For collaborative project management, make it possible to plan, coordinate, monitor, and manage complex projects carried out by teams. For the most common or well-known software vendors available on the market, I have named a few, such are Genius Live, Rike, Clarizen, and Workfront. In terms of the communication tools, we all know that communication between project participants is essential when a company wants to develop a collaborative work. The use of software facilitates communication so that information circulates between the collaborators. It also helps a business owner or even the manager to communicate with both staff and customers in an effective and timely manner. Using the right combination of communication tools allows for an effective internal process. I have here an examples of communication tools that mostly used in an organization. We have here the company email hosting provider. We have the professional phone system, a usable website platform, file sharing system, a customer relationship management platform, and lastly, a project management system. For the tools in sharing our applications and resources, our main goal is, of course, the project team members can work on the same document, they can work remotely, and on the same system, because this enterprise system offers the option to manipulate documents online so that all employees have access to all the information they need. And lastly, it's possible to modify the documents at any time for several collaborators to update a file simultaneously. For the list of the most common or well-known software vendors in sharing your application and resources, I have the following: Box, the SharePoint or OneDrive for Microsoft, and lastly, the Google Drive. In terms of the information and knowledge management tools used in an enterprise, normally, projects are divided among collaborators, but the tasks are interconnected and notifications are sent to the concerned persons. These notification systems allows teams to save time by being instantly informed of the activity progress. And the software generally relies on a platform that allows the entire team to access this information. Here are some of the information and knowledge management tools. We have here Maana that can accommodate 51 to 200 employees. IBM Watson from 10,001 up to more number of employees. The ClickSense from 1,001 to 5,000 employees. Ativio and Sinequa that are both accommodates 51 to 200 employees. And Tableau, which is also 1,001 to 5,000 employees. For the coordination tools, basically these tools help to include project team members in planning and monitoring phases of the projects. This also link project team members to each other by providing them with information. Project team members can use the software to create invoices, track budgets and progress, view their task, evaluate deadlines, and analyze past timesheets. After hearing the different enterprise collaboration tool, you might be wondering how a company can be able to choose. Well, basically, companies should choose software that meets their individual needs. I have here some things that you need to consider in choosing a different tool. First, prefer multiple features. So some tools offer excellent service but are only focused on one aspect of team collaboration. It's better to look for a tool that's a feature-rich and allows people to use it in many different ways. Second, look for ease of use. This is obviously one of the most important criteria. If a service works but takes a lot of time to get used to, it won't help the teams as well, specifically if you are a fast-growing teams. So request a demo and keep an eye out of a simple navigation. Third would be to pay attention to privacy options. Collaborating with teams doesn't mean all conversations and files should be public. Sometimes, you want team members to have private conversations or work on a sensitive projects. You need to make sure that you look at privacy options before you choose a service. Fourth, opt for cloud. Well, cloud-based technology has many advantages. All information is stored online, so everyone can be on the same page no matter where they are. Lastly, Ask for integrations and compatibility. Look for tools that seamlessly integrate with other apps or software. Compatibility is also important. For example, your tool should support all the file types your team normally uses. There are a lot of free tools available in the market in terms of collaboration. I'll be naming a few. Such are, the first one is the Appear.in, which is used to easily organize video conferences. Second is the Slack, which is a collaboration tool for teams. Third is the Mind Map, which is a tool that you can use in creating an easy-to-use and shareable custom diagrams. Next is the Flask, which is a task sharing tool for teams. Access is open in this tool that you can share to the entire team and priorities can be set as well. We have also the CoSketch, which is a multi-user online whiteboard that is designed to give users the ability to quickly visualize and share ideas as images. We have also the Stoodle. It is a collective shareable whiteboard via URL and social networks. Lastly, we have the Jitsi Meet, where the organization of video conferences and webinars with as many participants as desired and an integrated chat on an encrypted system is available. That concludes our topic, Tools for Collaboration. Here are the references. Thank you for listening and have a good night, everyone.